Number 5, WWE 2K16. First off, my champion is on this cover. Major disappointment. My champion is not on this cover. Why the fuck is Stone Cold on here? But little, that's my the wrestling fan of me talking. That's besides the point. Point being, I'm disappointed in this game for a couple reasons. First off, like, who's this game for? And because, like, is this for the wrestling fanatics or for the kids? Because I don't know who these games are catering towards to anymore. Because, like, if this is for the wrestling fans, then why on earth are we? Why have the games as of late, like 2K, like WWE 13 onward, has been these relive these classic matches, and here goes these different versions of this one character like how the older games were. Like, you got one version of the character, you got a career mode and a story mode and whatnot, and you you basically just threw all that out the window and then had the nerve to add all these things that were missing in 2K15 in 2K16. Like, oh, here go all the features that were missing. Here they are. They were here all along, and I don't even. I already said like how I felt about 2K16, like originally, like how technical it was, but because it's pretty damn technical, and the fact that there's really not a lot to do in that game either. What, like, compared after you do like what NXT, like your career mode, and you win the belt, then what? Like, you just keep repeating the same feuds over and over again. It's like, oh, like you fight this guy, and then this guy fights you, and then you basically you keep feuding until one of you guys wins, and that's it. And then the cycle repeats, like how like it's in the universe. And then showcase mode, you're basically redoing matches you already know the outcome to. Which, again, what's the point when you could literally go watch it on YouTube, watch the match on YouTube instead of playing it and see it for yourself or go on the network? It just gets at me like, why this, what's happening to the series, and who's this series for anymore? Like, is this for the people, this trying to get to appeal to these the newcomers, or are you still trying to appeal to the people who's been with you from the start, from the earlier games, were from SmackDown to No Mercy to this? It just gets me, like, just one of those companies that literally doesn't know what they want, who they catering to, because that's literally what WWE is nowadays. They don't even know who they're catering for anymore. Like, do they cater to a long time audience, or they just want the new blood? Because, oh my god, do I even need, I don't even think I need to mention Roman because of his treatment. Look forward to 2K17 with his ass on the cover. Look forward to that. I know I'm not. I'm still miffed about stuff not being on the cover of this game, even though we had this ongoing trend of the champions being on the cover. But what the fuck ever. And the Four Horsewomen not being in this game either, because the whole now the main roster excuse. That's another disappointment right there, and bullshit, because none of the NXT superstars were on the main roster during this game. But whatever, WWE gets final say. Number 4. Oh my god, I'm gonna piss off the JRPG community with this one. I already did it once. Here we go for second time. Tales of Zillia. Hear me out now. Hear me out. I just got it off from, okay, first Tale experience, Tale Symphonia. Love that game to death. End up buying it again on the PS3, like right now, like few day, like a week before Naruto came out, and because it was on sale and Namco Bandai was doing a sale. But anywho, love that game so much, I bought the sequel. And oh my god, that game. Oh, poor, naive me. So much cut content. Then I got Tales of Vesperia because I don't know why I didn't get that immediately after I beat Final Fantasy 13, but I was holding out hope. I bought Star Ocean in the meantime. I swear to God, I'll get to that. I swear to God, I will get to that game. Trust me. And then Square Namco Bandai had another sale, which had the combo pack with Tales of Grace and Tales of Zelia, and I bought it. And played Tales of Grace first. I loved the opening. I loved everything about Tales of Grace. The gameplay, the characters, art design, atmosphere, everything. I loved everything about it because it it was basically like your coming of age story. Even though Yuri will still forever be my favorite Tales character because he didn't need a fucking journey to establish a character. His character was already established, but that's besides the point. And they it was also one of those games that dropped you into combat like as soon as you start the game, which is always a plus in my book. But what does this have to do with Tales of Zelia, you're asking? Well, my dear viewer, it's this. I've played Tales of Zelia with the longest. Oh my god, some of the maps in Tales of Zelia was like they were big for no reason. Like it was barely even full. That's how bad the areas were. Like it's don't get me started on the world map. The world map was even worse because I'm like, at least with the other games you had like at least a sense, and it wasn't just this big old open space filled with complete nothingness. No, you had like your forests, your mountains, your rivers, your monsters crawling around, your towns and whatnot. You had those showing. In Zelia, no, that's gone. It's just one big open field with like five or so monsters running around and like just a whole lot of empty. And people complain about Final Fantasy 13 for this, which still baffles me to this day. I'm like, you guys complain about Final Fantasy 13 being a fucking hallway, and look at Chozelli, like this thing is big for no reason at all. And not only was the tutorial like really unnecessarily long, I was really dying to get into the action. Oh my god, I just realized that was a poor pun. Oh my god. Sorry, Jude. Sorry. Anyway, shameless joke is shameless. Um, it took a while to get me to get into it. The combat too. Combat left a lot to be desired. The link arts too. I'm like, oh my god, this game. And when I finally got to the opening, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, this is I'm this is what I'll be doing eventually. And I'm like, okay. Still, I didn't like Alvin. I, I didn't like Alvin. I'll tell you that much right now. Out of all the characters I met so far, I hate Alvin as soon as I met him. I kid you not, I hate us. I hate him. I was like, even when I saw the opening, I'm like, you're that character who's going to betray us. Like at some point in the story, you're gonna betray us, man. I just know you will, and when that happens, I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy that ass whooping, and it was. Zelia was really. I didn't get even invested into the story that much because I'm like, I just wanted to get done with the task. I'm like, and I have to do this again for like Milia. Like I get the fact that Jude's because I started with Jude. I'm like, I get the fact that you can take Jude out the game and it will change nothing at all. He's that character and this is Milia's story, but still, it was I don't know. I was really coming in with high hopes with the way people kept talking about it, like it was like the perfect Tales game, like the perfect way to celebrate the anniversary. I'm like, it just left me with a lot to be desired, and hopefully it get better. Like seriously, if anybody tells me if it gets better, feel free to tell me because I'm still got my expectations like really, really fucking low at this point. And especially when they announced there was gonna be a sequel for it, and I'm like, oh boy, another sequel. Except everybody kept saying like the sequel actually approved on the first one and problems in that, and but I don't like Silent Man characters, so yeah, and I'm not too iffy on sequels because look at Dawn New World. At least Zestria looked promising, and like from my seeing my brother play on it on PS4, like it doesn't look that bad. Just like it fixed the fucking problem with the wide ass field. I'll tell you that much. And the new one with the pirate, that looks promising too. I'm like, I guess Zelia is just that one Tales game that I'm just can't get into. Like while everybody it's that game like everybody else can get into it, but when I actually tried it, I couldn't get into it. But could be wrong. Again, maybe it'll get better. Number 3, Sonic 4. Yeah, um, it was supposed to be a joke here, but I'm pretty sure the joke here is that there's a Sonic fucking 4. But in my original recordings, since I'm re-recording this entire thing, I just I just skipped straight to 2 because what more is there to say? Literally, Sonic 4. What is there to say? Like, Sega went the route of New Super Mario Bros. They was like, oh, we can rehash this too. We can bring nostalgia back, and fans will eat that shit up. No, there's a difference between nostalgia and just blatant copy and pasting. That's literally what these two games are: copy and paste. And it just if you played Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, if you played those, you would literally see a match for match mirror of each one in each episode. Sonic 1, Sonic Episode 1, Sonic 1. With the subject to that casino stage, that was Sonic 2. Sonic 2, Sonic 4 Episode 2, all the way Sonic 4. I mean Sonic 2. And the special stages too, I'm like, just stop at this point. Just stop. First, I didn't even touch on Sonic 4 Episode 1. First, I didn't even try that. Tried the demo. I didn't like it. Sonic, I didn't like how Sonic looked first off because that was just horrible. I thank God Sonic Episode 2 finished that. And the thing that really bothers me the most about both of these is that there's no momentum. There's no momentum system at all. That's the one ace classic Sonic had over my Sonic. There's no momentum, and don't even get me started on those boss fights. Those boss fights are just stupid. Rehash boss fights. Some try to be original, but still rehashed in the end. But all in all, Sonic 4 is such a disappointment that they didn't even go for the third one, which was supposed to have Knuckles, which would surprise me. Like, and in that, for that, I'm thankful for because Sonic 3 is like one of my all-time favorite Sonic games. That and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So, yeah, thanks for that, Sega, and hopefully with Sonic Anniversary we don't have to worry about this again. Because I pray to God whatever new title they're planning on announcing, it doesn't try to, backfire, just not too much nostalgia and not enough, find that perfect match. Like Generations, but each their own, So a lot of what the fuck is that? Number 2, Final Fantasy 13 2. Ha. See what I did there? But seriously, this game. I don't. As many times I've talked about this game, and number 1 to be exact, so you already know what number 1 is. So this game in particular is really disappointing me because I love the original Final Fantasy 13. I don't care what anyone says. I love that game. Mostly because I wasn't one of those fucking idiots who spent their entire game in auto battle. Who does that? Who would literally do that? It's stupid. There's many people complaining about the game, but that's not even gonna go there. Not gonna go there. What I'm most disappointed is that first off, we had the works of a sequel was what was it when they the whole little book thing they had at the end of Final Fantasy 13 that show that was like, yeah, this is they're trying to say Fang and Vanille and whatnot, and then Lightning just disappears, and then we lead to this game, and this game, my God, this game. See, just like Dragon Age 2 before it, like this game did some good things, like the combat. I fucking love the combat of the first game. They improved on it and made it better. Like the paradigm shift, it doesn't take a fucking 5 seconds to change shit, paragons, change roles. So yeah, that was always, you know, and the music too. Music was good too, and just everything else fell apart. The whole time travel, because time travel always ends bad. If I learned anything, time travel always ends bad. Except in Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue is the only time when time travel hasn't ended bad because that the time travel there actually influenced events for the better. But another topic, another time. So this and also later I discovered that this game was really trying its damnedest to be like as memorable as Final Fantasy 7, and I noticed this. I can't be the only one who has noticed like everything, and I mean everything had came back to like a Final Fantasy 7 recall. Like, oh look, he was friends with the guy who's evil, and that was like his mentor ish. And the guy has a fucking giant ass sword, and he has a theme in Latin. And Sarah dies, and oh, spoiler, not spoiler. Sarah dies, and it's supposed to tug at our heartstrings, as opposed to weep, like shed a tear, or whatnot. And the villain's final form is like a giant dragon beast, whatnot. So yeah, Final Fantasy 7, and also Lightning's. Oh God, Lightning! This game, to all its entirety, was the start point of just forcing lightning down our throats. Because ever since then, it's lightning this, lightning in this, lightning's even appearing in a game she has no business being in, and yet here she is. So, and Lightning's character personality just did a complete 180 in this game. Like in the original, and what I don't see why everyone keeps failing to remember, like that game did have character development, even though everyone refused to bring that up. Like, yes, Lightning was a hard ass in the beginning of the game, but then she realized like she was no better, running away from the File C and changing her name and whatnot. She's literally struggling with herself, and then it got to the point where she was like, I can't do this by myself. I need some help, and they all teamed up, and they were trying to fulfill their focus. And here, nope, Lightning all by herself. Lightning got like powers by Etro, and here we are. Lightning by herself and just being a complete badass by herself and only doing this by herself. Oh my God, what the Lightning, what did they do to you? They turned you into John Cena and Roman Reigns. Oh my God, oh God, I can't unsee that. And the DLC made it worse, cause her Lightning's DLC was like basically everything you did was for nothing, and even the game tells you in its like really secret ending, all you did was for nothing. And the real kicker of disappointment was the fact that you literally got to save Caius in 13-3. And speaking of 13-3, she literally they just kill Lightning personality in that game. So add 13-3 to the thing. I'm not adding this video out. Just imagine in your head like 13-3 shares a spot with Final Fantasy 13-2. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Smooth zero smooth. Number one, Soul Calibur 5. Do I even need to say anything about this? You knew this was number one. I knew this was gonna be number one. So why is this number one? You new subscriber may be asking, a new viewer. Why is this number one? And let's go down memory lane. See, not too long after I started this channel, I basically was uploading like videos, talking about like video game updates and like stuff like ranging from like Blaze Blue and Soul Calibur, Skyward Sword, but mainly the last two. And see, those three games came out like around the same time. And 13-3, 13-2. Those three came out like around the same time, and ended up getting Soul Calibur 5. That was my most anticipated game for it because of how all the info they were announcing for it, and hyped it up so much. I made so many videos for it, and let's bring up those custom videos too while we're at it, because I literally went the extra mile and made custom voices, custom lines, mind you, and custom lines and voices for like what I wanted my creative character to say, just like certain characters, but everybody didn't like share my fan appreciation and made their opinions known. I regret nothing. And if you played the full game, yes, I still regret nothing with those voices. I don't care how terrible I was, but Jesus, at least I had some creativity. Those generic voices. No, no, even they didn't even do alignment, but that's besides the point. The point being, like, why was this game such a disappointment? First off, we just primes the story mode, which characters doing stuff, like why the new characters are here, like why these characters play the importance, why this character was like this and whatnot, like characters like Cervantes, why he got a body, why does this man have wings and who remembers his name, what happened to Pyrrha, what happened to Sheba, Keelik, the list goes on and whatnot, and we never got answers. Well, we did in the form of an art book, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that at all. That's one of the worst ways you can convey information, mind you. And the thing that got me was that not only was CyberConnect 2 working on, oh my god, that was before they became a name I really just want to punch in the face, but CyberConnect 2 was working on this, and at the time they were known for like their stories with Actress Wrath and Storm 2, and we just got a half-ass story, which basically, not only that, but the story basically gives a middle finger to like the eternal struggle, the apparent eternal struggle between the two swords, because, spoiler alert again, spoiler not spoiler, both swords are broken at the end of the game, so no more Soul Calibur, no more Soul Edge, so yeah, I'm pretty sure this series isn't coming back, not after what Lost Swords did. And the biggest disappointment was that not only for like the lack of explanation about why certain characters are acting this way or why they grouped up together, like Sheba, Alexia, Leisha, and Natsu, why they're together, and why certain characters like Taki, Setsuka, Somina, Cassandra, Talon, why they're missing, and just, I guess it's like like the fans backed this. This is the main reason like the series got revived in the first place, because the fans like wanted it back, and the dude behind Tekken backed it, and this is what happened. And not only that, but it's like a year, like I said in my other Soul Calibur video when about Lost Swords closing, like the dude behind this literally left a year after Lost Swords came out, and says a lot, you know. Like I get like they wanted more to do more with this, because during the same announcement they was like, we was gonna make this Soul Edge 2, we was gonna make a Soul Calibur 6, 7, 8, and it was basically like what the Mighty Number 9 is doing now. Like, this is all fun and good, fine and dandy, but can you please finish the game first? And it didn't help the game got pushed instead of delayed again. It just got it got pushed. Like they wanted the game to be out, could have fine tuned it. So like I'm pretty sure if maybe, just maybe, like if they would have just did that, then like the game would have been as disappointing as it was when it came out, because like even the bios they had, I'm pretty sure arcade mode was supposed to flesh those bios out. Like that's always what happened with arcade mode. Like arcade mode, you get like a bio of why this character is fighting, and at the end of it, like right before the end, you get like a rival fight, and then the final ending. At least that's what BlazBlue taught me at Tekken. So, and Street Fighter, yeah, Top Fighters taught me that. So, like I said, it really killed me to watch the series die like this. Well, to see this game be as disappointing as it was, because I was another side story right quick. This is the last one before I stop talking and you can stop hearing me. Before that long period of time where I didn't have the internet, and I was like, okay, and before the game came out, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna. I literally did like a whole like video tribute, like with certain clips for the trailer playing, and then just what I was decided most for the game, like my favorite characters and whatnot, and yeah, yeah, that was a project I was really dedicated towards too. You know, I spent a lot of time on that, like I plan on doing with this. So yeah, all came full circle. You know, all came full circle. So thank you guys for watching this list. And do you agree with some? And what's your top 10 disappointing? And let's see, what else? Prepare for more disappointment tomorrow when Let's Talk Manga. I have a certain manga I've been meaning to talk about, but I try to avoid. So, decide now, since we're doing the whole disappointing thing, let's do that here. Let's do that. And, also, feel free to contact me on my social medias. They're on my banner. So also, I don't know if you have noticed, but I have an XFM. But if you have noticed, why have you been using it? So, better question, why haven't I been using it? But anyway, I have an XFM. Feel free to ask me questions on there. So, like, why did I make this list? Like, anything. Like, I'm trying to answer it as best I can. Because, you know, like, why do you still have your old videos up? Stuff like that. Just anything and everything I'll answer. Except real personal stuff. Because, you know, I already did a video about that. So, done here, guys. Keep it classy, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yeah. My God, the flames are gonna be real with this one. Real.